Hi, I'm Howard Chui, and here's my review of the BlueAnt SuperTooth 3 and the BlueAnt S1 Bluetooth speakerphones. Now, the SuperTooth 3 tends to cost about around $100 to $150, while this one can usually be found for around $70, so this is the higher end model. Now, this one has a number of features that the S1 doesn't have, and the S1 has one feature which the SuperTooth 3 doesn't have. Basically, this one supports Bluetooth A2DP, so actually when you stream music or podcasts or whatever to this one, they sound a little better. The speaker actually sounds a little better. Now, the S1 just has a regular clip so that you can clip to your visor. You just have to... Anyways, it's not as easy to use to change the clip around. It has controls on this side, volume, talk, and here's a mini USB charging port. And in the box, you don't get a 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter for your car. You have to charge it at home. You get a mini USB charger for your power outlet at home. Now, the SuperTooth 3 has a louder speaker. It doesn't sound quite as nice as this one, but if you're since it doesn't have A2DP, it doesn't really need a better speaker. Talk and volume buttons. And one really nice feature that the SuperTooth 3 has is this magnetic clip. So if you have your visor up, you just have to put it on like this, and then you clip it onto your visor. Now, if you fold your visor down, this will be facing away. So without removing the clip, you just go like this. It's pretty slick. Now, this also has a mini USB charging port, but in the box you get both a 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter for your car and an adapter for home, so that's nice. Now, like I mentioned, this is louder while this one sounds better. When you're using it as using them as speakerphones, this is slightly better, but in the car, inside the car, it's a somewhat noisy environment, so it's not that big a deal, I find. Now, since this one has text to speech, so when you connect it to your phone, it downloads your phone book. So when you get a call, it will announce who's calling. Let's try it.
BlueAnt SG3 ready. Connected to phone.
So now I'm gonna phone myself.
Call from Chui Howard.
Now, for both of these phones, you can answer by saying answer.
Call from Chui Howard.
Answer. So you see, I can answer by saying answer. You can also say a few other things. One thing you can't do is reject the call by saying reject or don't answer. You have to press the end button. The S1 also has this feature, so while the S1 can't announce who's calling, you can still answer calls by saying answer. And yeah, you can't reject calls by saying reject. Both of them support multi-point pairing, so you can pair them to up to two phones simultaneously. You can have two phones connected simultaneously, I should say. You can pair up to 8 phones. And now, I was talking about the clip before. Another nice thing about the clip is that you get 2 of them. So you can leave one clip. If you have 2 cars, you can leave one clip in one car, leave the other clip in the other car, and then just carry this and maybe the cigarette lighter adapter if you talk a lot on the phone. Now, sound quality wise, like I said, this one sounds slightly better, but this one gets noticeably louder. So it really depends on how loud your car is, and how low you're willing to turn your radio down, if you have your windows open, if you drive a beater, you drive a luxury car, stuff like that. Now, one thing I did find is that for outgoing sound quality, Since this one goes louder, I found that the noise cancellation is a little bit more aggressive on this one. In my car's not that loud. I drive an Audi A3. It's somewhat quiet. I found they're both similar, but I found the Super 3 didn't do as well when I talked in a very soft voice. I generally talk in the sound level I'm talking now. I don't like to yell on the phone like some people, so if that's you, I actually find this works slightly better if your car is pretty quiet. Say if you're at a stoplight or something, you don't have the windows down, you have the radio turned down. This actually works a little bit better. But if you talk in a more normal tone of voice, they're both good. So in the end, while this one has a lot more features, you get two chargers, one for your car, one for your house. You get this really cool belt clip, louder speaker, and the ability to say announce who's calling. This one holds its own simply because it's cheaper, has better sound quality, has A2DP Bluetooth streaming, which is handy if you want to listen, you can't listen to MP3s in your car, or you listen to podcasts or something like that. They're both pretty good. Given if I had to choose between one, I would really say just choose based on price. If you can afford the Super 3, you might like the extra features, but this one is very decent also, despite having considerably less features. So I'm Howard Chui, and that's my review of the the BlueAnt S1 and the BlueAnt SuperTooth 3. Thanks for watching.